Today we're going to talk about VUER. It's an app used in conjunction with a Serv Pro that turns your device into a high-end production monitor. You get a high-quality, low-latency video feed along with an incredible tool set right at your fingertips. Before we walk through some of the main features of the interface, we want to cover some of the general information regarding the app. First of all, it's available for, get ready, macOS, iOS, and Android devices. If security is a concern, the video feeds can be easily encrypted. And arguably, the best feature of VUER is that it's completely free. Simply download it from the App Store. Alright, let's get into the interface and take a look at some of the tools at our disposal. So we've got all of our hardware already set up and all of our video feeds into VUER. If you're not familiar with that process, we've got several tutorials to get you up to speed. All right, let's dive into VUER. For starters, we can double tap a camera feed to isolate it. Then we can rotate the iPad to give us a full screen view. And then if we want to switch our feeds, we can easily toggle between the two with these buttons up top. For a 2-up feed, we just press the center button. And again, the patented flip rotate to go into full screen. Then down at the bottom here is the list of tools available. You can also see more tools by clicking the tools button and it will cycle through the different rows. In order to apply a tool, you need to select the individual camera feed. So now we're able to apply false color to our A camera. Then if we long press on a tool, it will bring up a collapsible menu where we can change the specific parameters of the tool. So let's say we wanted to try zebra, then we can use this slider to increase or dial back the threshold. Then to get out of the menu, you just long press on the tool, and then to remove the tool itself, you just press it again. Another tool we'd like to highlight is frame lines. So let's say we're shooting 239 and we want red, and there we go. And then to remove the tool, we just press on it and we're back to our regular screen. Another pair of tools that pack a ton of utility are frame grab and frame compare. Essentially, you tap on frame grab to capture a frame and then select frame compare, and it will automatically use the most recent frame grab to compare the two. If you need to make changes to things like opacity or the blending mode or select a different frame, then you can long press on frame compare and do so in the menu. A few of the other noteworthy tools are magnify. And keep in mind that you can use the same tool on both feeds. You can also long press the tools button and then customize your toolbar. So let's say we don't want to use something like metadata or overlays. We can remove those from the menu. Then we'll hit done, and if we go down here and toggle our tool button, we can see that those tools are now hidden. Another nice touch down at the bottom here is the Hide All Tools button, which is great if you're handing the device off to, say, a client and you don't want them to accidentally change any of the settings. Now to show you something a little more advanced, we can also duplicate our feed so that we can see a feed with the tool applied and then the original as well. To do that, we'll long press on input, then move our B cam over, select both feeds, and we can see that our first Serv Pro is loaded into A and B, and then our second Serv Pro is loaded into C and D. Next we'll hit done and select the quad split, and now it will populate all 4 windows. Then we can select our individual feeds and add any of the tools at our disposal. For this, we'll go with false color. And now we see that we have 2 original feeds and 2 with false color. So if we select our full screen button up top here, we can see we have a nice clean workspace. And that's the nuts and bolts of VUER.